you know, I found out, I was thinking about today, and I kind of text y'all about today, but I was thinking about it, how Jesus actually takes us off the page. And well, let me say, like I said, he took us off the Bible. And I know that sounds bad.
I love it.
That Jesus took you off the Bible. Well, let's do a little research. Can we do a little history?
Let's talk about it.
First of all, the Bible, the Bible doesn't say that the Bible was written by God. Or that it says the scriptures. The scriptures was inspired by the Holy Ghost.
What?
Which ones? Okay. Then they got what you call right. And then it says, watch this. The word Bible ain't even in the Bible. Then both of y'all said at the same time.
We feature that on social media.
Then there's a thing that happened some years back when they first started making the Bible. They call it canonizing. The canon is like a series of stories or things that you put together, like a series of books and things. So they canonized. So a group of priests, I think it was in the Catholic Church, got together and they decided, they canonized the Bible and decided what books to put in and what books not to put in.
Yeah.
There are some books that were written in the same time about the same subjects that aren't in the Bible. Like I think it's Clemens. We talked about this before. Clemens and Thomas had a gospel. And there were different ones, but they decided to put certain ones in. Especially put Paul's epistles in because it was really talking about authority and listening to the people over you, right? And there were some things that they ended up leaving out. Like people don't know this, that the gospel was written after the epistles.
Yeah.
The gospel was written years after Paul's letters. Yeah.
Can't be.
Yeah, years after.
But look how they put it together.
And Matthew and John are the only ones that actually walk with Jesus. So, you got Mark and Luke, and then Mark is like almost like a plagiarism of Matthew.
Yeah.
On the slick, you know what I'm saying?
So kind of like, never mind. I'm about to compare 44 to 45.
Oh, okay, right. You're like, I'm saying the same thing.
Just change a little bit.
It's the same speech. You just took your name out and redacted, right?
Redacted.
Right? And so, but that's the history. So now Jesus has to lay a precedent and make sure that he doesn't just leave us with the scripture. Because if he does, we'll be in trouble.
Yeah. For that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we be bad off if we were just left with the scripture. And let's keep it a whole buck. There's some scriptures that contradict themselves in the Bible.
I was
that contradict
about to
each
say,
other.
There's definitely some opinion in there.
Right.
Because and you can tell based on who wrote it.
Tell who wrote it. Right.
John versus Matthew. Luke being a Gentile, his perspective is totally different. I mean, and then they did different research. Besides Matthew and John.
Shoot, I was reading the other day and talking about, remember Jesus told Peter, get behind me, Satan? Well, Peter established a church.
True story.
Yep.
Got to be a little evidence in there somewhere, right?
True.
But and so Jesus gets us to a point to where we're not totally dependent on what's written
or limited to
what's been written, because everything that's been written comes from a live being.
Yeah.
There's nothing that wrote itself. Like it always comes from somebody.
Yep.
Or it has to be about somebody or something. And so, but for some reason, I don't know why y'all for some reason over the years, we tend to not connect live personality to the scripture, right? Like we tend to not think that it's leading to a live personality. We like morality,
right?
Or like doing different stuff, right?
Yeah.
But we've never connected it to being, being something.
Yeah, people like to drag and drop. They like to take the scripture and drop it on whatever they want to do at the time.
You pick it up, take that one out of context.
That's a good analogy.
Drag and drop, out of context, and drop it on your problem. Or drop it on your situation, right? Yeah, and it don't want to be nothing.
There won't be nothing.
Because the scripture probably before that one tells you, hey, you got to be. Right? You know what I'm saying? Or,
crucify yourself.
Crucify yourself. I don't want that one. I just want to believe all things are possible. And I believe, right?
When we talked about magic tricks, that's not no magic trick.
Yeah, that's what they want. They want magic.
You ain't going to take it and just drop it on.
They want, Well, see, Jesus knows it doesn't work that way. Although he looked like it was magic because of the way he was doing miracles, it didn't work that way.
Right.
It was a being, and everything that happened was because of who he was. So he did the same thing to us and try to take us off the page. I think his whole theme was getting you off the page. He doesn't mind the 100%. Page, but if you try to live by the page, you'll die by the page.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He's
and you can't really be one with the Father, which is the point of it all.
Right. Right.
Because you haven't lived anything. You know what I'm saying? You just it's flat. It's a surface relationship.
So, well, just like
you know what I'm saying? Like
that's
that's
good. Ain't no depth to that.
Ain't no depth to that. Like
Right.
that's ink and paper. That's a wrap.
Right. You just know a lot.
Right.
You know.
Right. Right. Which is like on a tree. And what's paper made from?
Trees. Word.
Right.
Yep.
And that's as far as it
like
goes.
it's a perfect example. If you take the Bible, this is dope. If you take the Bible and it never becomes alive, it never becomes being, it never becomes who you are as one with God. It's just like the tree. The actual Bible will be the tree to you.
That's a good point. Oh, really?
That's tough. And people, I know.
You're going too far, Montreal. You're going too far.
I know. You're going deep end, but I can swim though. Matter of fact, I'm doggone that close to walking on water.
Yeah, come on.
I'm close. I'm close, bro.
Come on now.
I'm getting there, bro. I'm getting close. You know what I'm saying? And,
yeah.
Yeah. And if I need to, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Because at this particular point, that it can, depending on your perspective and your relationship with it, it can be the tree. All over again. Knowledge.
Yeah.
It talks about it's knowledge of good and evil. If that's
Good.
where you're looking at it.
Good knowledge.
Or
that's scriptures to you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
But at the end of the day, you know, a tree by the fruit it bear.
Know a tree by the fruit it bear.
So it ain't just about the tree, but it's about the fruit. So if you get stuck at the tree and don't never have no fruit, then
there it is.
forget your tree.
Forget your tree, right. Your tree barren.
Yeah, like, all right, because then when Jesus got to the tree, they had no fruit on it. What he did?
Curse it.
He cursed it.
Yeah.
So,
and it was supposed to have it.
It was supposed to have it.
And it didn't. That's about us, though, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So he gets,
That's a good point.
So
he show up to you.
Ooh.
And it's supposed to be, you supposed to have fruit on you. Right?
Oh, wait, because he needed something of you.
But you keep waving the tree, right?
And because he needed something of you.
Yep.
You know how they talk about the fig wasn't in season or whatever? That don't matter. If he needs something from
and
you.
he is the season.
Bruh. And he shows up and you don't have him fruit? That's okay, same story as the talents then.
Yep, sure is.
Yeah.
I come back and you talking about you don't have it, you didn't do what you were supposed to do with it. Yeah. Or I come up, show up, and you ain't got the oil.
Yep.
Same story.
He's all right. So we good.
Hey,
Look.
Hey, you can't
he's getting us off the
take
page.
somebody else's fruit.
He's getting us off the page.
Right.
You can't take somebody else's fruit.
No,
right.
this your root. This comes straight from you.
This is a responsibility. This is you.
Yep.
That all
What
goes
you've
back.
cultivated.
Yeah. That all goes back to Lord. He said, "Depart from me, I never knew you." I'm trying to get you off the page.
Yeah.
You go up down the page if you want to. You can start. What it says right here, Jesus, in the first. I know that already. What it says right here in your gospel and read the words. I know that already. That's me.
So do. Yep. I said that.
Ain't that funny? People do that. People try to take the word to the Lord. Hey, Lord, what you said in your word? No. Who are you? Jesus, I know. Paul, I know. But who the hell?
Who the hell?
Who the hell
is you?
are you? Wait a minute. So this bitch. Wait a minute. But it's that place.
That's
Jesus.
inside.
We'll tell you about it again. Yeah. But
I'm laughing so hard because I heard y'all do this.
wait a minute.
Multiple
Something's
times. At this point, it's funny because y'all do it.
But like, so now you look like God, but you ain't acting like it.
Do you? You don't look like him to him. Because maybe, I love what Paul says.
You don't look like him to him.
You're a reflection.
Yeah, because he gonna know.
Yeah.
Boy, girl, you don't look like me.
I don't know.
No. Jesus, God, you the father. That ain't my child.
Oh my God, y'all. Wait.
Hey, what Maury?
Lie detector
Test shows. You are not the father.
Wait.
I knew it.
I took God up there like, I told you.
He up there praying to me all that
He
time.
praying to me all that time.
I knew I was the father.
He's paying all the child
You be
support.
running around. You know when the mama start running?
I told y'all.
They
be taking off running, bro.
That's so funny, dog.
It's the same story, though.
That's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be.
But this is such a
the
good
part of me I
point.
never knew you. That's how it's gonna be. He gonna be like,
Bro.
I am not the father.